I have asked many beautiful girls out there why they do not emphasize their beautiful eyes, and their answers were, I tried it out, but it just looked like someone had punched me in the face. Hello, I am Haja, a beauty YouTuber. On my channel, I will teach you educational makeup step by step. In this tutorial, I want to teach beginners out there how to apply a complete eye makeup with eyeshadow and eyeliner for an occasion like a party. All eye shapes can follow these instructions, including the most challenging eye shape when it comes to makeup application, hooded eyes. Many of us do have a combination of hooded eyes and another eye shape like round, almond, downturned, etc. In case you do not know what hooded eyes are and how you can determine them, here is a sum up. Hooded eyes are eyes with excess skin hanging on top of the lid. So when you open your eyes, less of your mobile lid is visible due to the skin that is sitting on top of the lid. On my eyes, I deal with the hooded skin on the outer part of my eyes. I have a combination of hooded and downturned eyes. To determine whether you have hooded eyes, just look straight into a mirror with relaxed eyes and observe whether your lid is covered. Most of the time, hooded eyes people struggle with the winged eyeliner application because it turns crooked on their open eyes, or their eyeshadow on top of the lid disappears on open eyes. That is why in this tutorial we're going to discuss how to apply eye makeup the correct way for it to emphasize and brighten up any eye shape. Let's get started. First of all, we're going to prepare the eyelid by applying an eye primer by Urban Decay called Primer Potion. Apply a thin layer and dab it into the skin with a damp beauty blender. The primer helps to make any eye makeup product last longer onto the lid without the lid getting oily and cakey within time. It is especially a must for hooded eyes since eyeshadows tend to crease into the skin folds very quickly. To neutralize the discoloration on my eyelid and make the eyeshadows later on pop out, I use the Fit Me concealer by the brand Maybelline in the shade 20. I apply a thin layer and dab it into the skin with a damp beauty blender. Before the concealer dries on the lid, we go ahead and apply translucent powder by Laura Mercier. We make sure to get rid of any excess powder and then apply a thin layer on the eyelid. Then we dust the powder off in sweeping motions. Before we get started with the eyeshadow application, you need to know which eye makeup brushes are a must-have in your kit. Here are the 4 I would recommend you to always carry in your kit. I'm using eye brushes from the Alpha Makeup 12 pieces gold black matte brush set, which you can order on Amazon. Link is down in the description box. The first must-have is a classic fluffy blending brush. Then we have a flat dense applicator brush, a smudge up brush, and last but not least, a flat detailing brush. Very important to note is to clean your eye brushes with a cleanser before and after using them, since it is not only safe but also will give you a clean eyeshadow application. On to the eyeshadow choice. I would highly recommend you to start with a mini eyeshadow palette that has like 3 to 5 colors which are easy to combine, like this one by Natasha Denona called Mini Gold Palette. I chose this one because it has some beautiful early autumn vibes, perfect for the upcoming Thanksgiving party. So onto the application. Keep your eyes open without raising your brows to determine where your crease fold is. Look relaxed into a mirror and apply your first transition shade, which is the lightest matte shade of the palette called Lodge, with the applicator brush. Apply a few layers of eyeshadow on the outer part of the lid until you're satisfied with the intensity. The transition shade should be applied a little on the above crease fold as well. Now it is time to blend the application with a clean, fluffy blending brush. Important here is to hold your blending brush close to the ending of the handle and not close to the ferrule of the brush. That is how you will have better control and blend more effortlessly. Blend in circular and sweeping motions together outwards towards your temples. Now with the darker khaki green shade called Baya and the applicator brush, we press the eyeshadow below the crease fold on the outer part of the lid until we like the intensity. Then again, we grab the blending brush without any product on and blend above the crease fold in sweeping motions. That way, the transition shade and the khaki green shade get blended into each other as well. Next, we use a small amount of the concealer from previously and apply a stroke in the center of the lid and open our eyes looking straight and relaxed. This will help us to determine our crease fold easier, especially on hooded eyes. Because when we open our eyes, the eyeshadow will not disappear anymore. Once the crease fold is determined, we spread the concealer up until the inner corner of the lid. This technique is also known as a half-cut crease eye makeup, because half of the crease is cut to apply some sparkly, shimmery shades for it to pop out. The first highlighting shade I use is called Azores from the 3D highlighting palette in Sand by Huda Beauty with the smudge up brush. Apply the highlighter around the tear duct to brighten up and open the eyes. Then we grab our applicator brush and press the golden shade Dior onto the lid up until the center. We apply a few layers and stay under the crease fold with our brush. Now, to give the golden shimmery shade and the matte khaki green a nice transition, we apply the shade Anthea in the center of both with an applicator brush. Next step is optional, but I wanted to apply kohl onto my waterline. If you have small eyes, preferably use bright or even colorful kohl liners, but stay away from black and dark kohl liners. I'm using a limited edition green kohl liner by Kiko Milano in the shade 03. I line my waterline with closed eyes, and once the eyes are open, the creamy kohl liner has slightly transferred down to my lower lash line. That is when I grab my smudge up brush and smudge the kohl liner to create a nice blended look. Now you have the option to move to the lashes step or apply a winged eyeliner like I do. With a black liquid dip-in eyeliner by Maybelline called Master Ink Matte, I start the application. Again, look straight with open and relaxed eyes into a mirror. Apply one dot on the outer edge on top of the upper lash line and another a little higher diagonally on top of the hood or excess skin you're dealing with. Please note, if you do not have hooded eyes, you can apply your winged eyeliner easier. That means you do not necessarily have to keep your eyes open or keep the lines narrow. On hooded eyes, keep the wing narrow as well as the eyeliner on top of the upper lash line. The reason is that thick, bold lines can make hooded eyes look even more hooded than before, simply because the already less available lid space will be fully covered. Once the dots are connected and your wing is completed, go ahead and line the rest of the upper lash line on open eyes. Remember to keep the strokes thin and narrow on hooded eyes. If you wish to have more detailed eyeliner tutorials, I have plenty ones on my channel. Make sure to check them out. The next steps are easy. We want to emphasize our lashes. First of all, I apply a mascara by Fenty Beauty called Full Frontal Volume Mascara in zigzag motions. Then I choose to apply false lashes. You can skip this step if you want to, but I promise you that false lashes will take your occasional makeup to another level. I'm using the Kiss Blowout false lashes in the design Pixie 02. These are not so dramatic, which is also my advice for hooded eyes people, since too long and dense lashes will cover your eye makeup and make the eyes look unnatural. Once the adhesive on the lash band gets tacky, I applied with a tweezer on top of my upper lash line and press it onto my lid. Now with a lash curler, I press the falsies onto my natural lashes and release the curler. This helps the falsies to blend in well with my natural lashes, plus make them stick well. Whenever I apply a glamorous eye makeup like this, I always make sure to remove any fallouts under my eyes and then cover my under eye with a thin layer of concealer to make the eye makeup look even more flawless. Important is also to set the concealer with the same translucent powder from previously. In the last step, I spontaneously changed my lipstick color, choosing a burnt orangey nude shade which matched well with my eye makeup and gave the look overall an autumny vibe. This is it for this eye makeup tutorial for beginners. It is not as complicated as it might seem to you. You just have to follow the detailed steps we talked about and practice until you figure it out for yourself. The more you dare to work with makeup, the easier, faster, and better you will get. If you found this helpful, make sure to share it with your beloved ones and subscribe to my channel for more detailed step-by-step tutorials every week. And in case you want to master the art of makeup artistry, then make sure to check out my 7 hours long complete makeup online course for beginners, linked down in the description box. 8,000 students worldwide enrolled and have approved it has helped them to improve their makeup skills. Good luck, stay safe, and see you next week.